haven't been out on the course yet, but I've been hearing from a lot of people. Well, I suppose first of all, it's going to be a long race. 280 kilometres is a long distance. Weather conditions is going to be very important. If we get bad weather on Sunday, it's going to make the race real difficult. And then the style of race that we have, I think is going to be a very aggressive race, because if you look at the sprinters, who is going well? I don't think there's a lot of sprinters really going well for the teams, for the nations to control the race, and I think it could be a very aggressive race. If you look at a team like Belgium, Gilbert, I don't think they're going to control the race for a sprint for him. So I feel the tactic will be quite a bit away from the finish. There's going to be a lot of attacking, a lot of aggressive racing, and for me, I think it will be one from a breakaway.
So you don't think it will be similar to Geelong last year, where we saw a lot of attacking, it was very aggressive, but it all came back together and it was just a case of the strongest guy?
Well, Geelong was a totally different circuit, because it was a real difficult one. You attack on the climb there and you take 15 seconds, but then you had to hold away. It was very difficult. Here, when you attack, you're not going to take as much an advantage. So, to get a sufficient advantage to go to the finish, I don't see it happening. So, to attack in the very end, in the final lap, the final 2 laps, it's not going to be easy to get away from the peloton or get away from the leading group. So I think it will be from much further out. The teams will have to attack, a number of laps from the finish, or quite a number of laps from the finish. And I feel the Italians, the Belgians, GB, will they control the race for Cavendish? I see Cavendish in the Tour of Britain. I don't think he's in really good shape. So I think we will see a very open race.
If he's not there amongst the finishers, who would you tip as the potential favourites?
Well, I think like if Philippe Gilbert, you can't go past him because he's riding so well. Hushovd, he's also not going to wait for the very sprint, because then if you wait with the better sprinters, it's difficult for him to win. So there's a lot of guys who will try. The Italians, if you look at the selection of the Italians, I think they will try also to go in the groups and try and get away in a breakaway, and that's why I feel there will be some attacks, and so it will be one from a breakaway.
Sure. In terms of looking at Gilbert, he's won something like 24, 25 races this season. He looks unbeatable. We saw in the classics that not always the strongest rider wins. Everyone marked Fabian Cancellara out of those races. Could something similar happen this time with the Worlds?
Well, I think if you look at Geelong last year, it was a good circuit. It was a perfect circuit for attack in the final. Unfortunately, the hill from the finish was a little bit too far out. Here you don't have the opportunity like that, so it's much more difficult again to attack in the very final. So it's really, from a bit further out where you could see it succeeding and getting away. Cancellara's one who will be very dangerous in the final as well if he can go in the